A very happy new year to you, wherever you may be watching this. This is the second in what I hope is going to become a little series of videos in which I give updates on the work around our 5 priorities within the Diocese of Leicester. Now, this morning I had a very good meeting with a colleague who is the moderator of the United Reformed Church in the East Midlands. He and I try to meet together fairly regularly, to pray together, to get to know one another better, and to explore how we can work together. It was a reminder to me of the importance of ecumenical relationships. We try as church leaders across all the different denominations to meet together regularly. But a reminder too of the priority for us in the Diocese of Leicester around reconciling communities, how we live well together even in the midst of real differences. I don't for a moment think that the Church of England and the United Reformed Church are suddenly going to merge. No, that's not necessarily the aim even of what we're doing. Rather, it's about how we express our shared communion in Christ and how we work together in God's kingdom. Now, that theme of reconciling communities applies across a whole range of different issues, not just ecumenical issues, but indeed interfaith questions, indeed how the city and the county of Leicestershire work well together. Indeed, it's about how we within the Church of England work well together. That question of how we work together within the Church of England is being tested again at this time, indeed in 2 different ways within the life of the Diocese of Leicester. One is all to do with a national project which has been known as Living in Love and Faith, which is now coming to a focused point of proposals that are being brought to General Synod in February. The other, of course, is around our own internal programme of Minster Communities, where we're asking churches to work more closely together. And a core question within that is it possible for churches of very different traditions, different outlooks on the Christian faith, to be able to work together? These are big questions which the whole church is having to wrestle with. And I don't for a moment underestimate the significance of what we're talking about. Within the Living in Love and Faith process, there are many who want us to move quickly to blessing or indeed conducting same-sex marriage services, while at the same time there are those who are very clear that if the Church of England were to do that, they would struggle to remain a part of the Church of England. This is why Bishop Sergio and I take our role as bishops in holding the unity of the diocese very seriously. We're having a series of meetings over the next few weeks with different groups of people to explore the Living in Love and Faith process more deeply. What will it mean if the Church of England does start to change its current position? In a similar way, we're having detailed meetings across the diocese now exploring the Minster Community programme. There are many who are raising questions about how will this work in the midst of all these differences. As I say, I don't take it lightly that Bishop Sergio and I carry this responsibility of trying to hold the unity of the church. And whether we'll be able to achieve that or not, I don't know. The coming months will tell us more about it. What I do know is that I deeply, deeply value a church which is diverse, a church where people can hold very different views and nevertheless can live well together, can worship together, can work together in God's kingdom. This is the goal as far as I'm concerned, while acknowledging, of course, that there are always limits to diversity. We're not saying that anything goes. We must have grown-up debates about these difficult issues. And I'm also sure that Living in Love and Faith, of course, will not be the only way this is tested nationally. There are all sorts of other big ethical questions that are rapidly coming our way within the church. So I would ask, first of all, for your prayers as we approach this difficult time, but also for your ongoing engagements. If you've not been part of the Living in Love and Faith process up till now, there's still time. There are all sorts of resources out there on the Church of England website in particular. Have a look at them, talk about them together in your churches. You may also, on this theme of reconciling communities, know that the latest book by Archbishop Justin is on reconciling communities. It was published fairly recently, and I would highly recommend it as a good read. So in all sorts of ways, we seek to live well together across difference. I'm hopeful that God is going to work among us such that we can do that in the coming months and years.